start the Baldwin Upper St. Clair soccer game. This is the third game of the season. Upper St. Clair's already played in a couple with their tournament. They've won one, they've tied one, and they haven't lost any yet. Our announcements, Lenny Mills is now being announced, number 28. A returning forward, Nick Palmieri, number 2. At the midfield position, Number 5, Andrew Riley.
Upper St. Clair, number 15, Tyler Stevens.
And number Tyler Stevens, number 7.
And now for your Fighting Highlanders, starting lineup.
All right, the Highlanders are beginning to be announced. I know they've lost one game so far. They were already the preseason number 1 team in the WPIL, but they've already lost once to Char Valley. That was in the Norwin tournament.
Number 2, Joe Monaco.
Number 2, Joe Monaco for Baldwin.
Number 3, Tony Morocco.
Tony Morocco, number 3 for Baldwin.
Number 4, Justin Schiffauer.
Justin Schiffauer, number 4 for Baldwin.
Number 6, Corey McGee.
Corey McGee, number 6.
Number 8, Lester Johnson.
Lester Johnson, number 8.
Number 9, John James.
John James, number 9.
Number 12, John Zaleski.
John Zaleski, number 12.
Number 13, Jason Mezek.
Jason Mended, number 13.
Number 14, Kevin McPhee.
Kevin McPhee, number 14.
And last but not least, our goalkeeper, Craig Biltz.
Craig Viltz, goalkeeper in the yellow gold shirt.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, I ask you please rise and remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem.
Now we're going to take a break for the national anthem. Well, that was a rather moving performance of the national anthem. Both teams will break to the sidelines, have their last-minute plans before they take the field and get ready to start the game. In case you haven't been following Upper St. Clair soccer very long, Upper St. Clair was an undefeated team last year and won the second of 2 state champions. They also were the number 1 ranked team by 2 polls in the entire United States, which is something that's just absolutely phenomenal for Western Pennsylvania soccer. The team coming back only has 1 returning starter, that being Matt McClintock. A lot of new faces, a lot of players who got a little bit of time last year, but not a tremendous amount of time. And it's their turn now to take the reins and see what they can do in the WPIL. And we got some new faces out there. We'll try to keep up with them and let you know how it's going to be. Great things anticipated out of Baldwin this year, but we'll see what happens. They get the first touch on the ball, drop the ball back, now they go up. Baldwin still with control, going out to the right sideline. And St. Clair will get the throw in. Down the sideline, but Baldwin will step in and come up with the ball, get it still with possession. Now they go inside. Baldwin there, tripping over it. Number 2 taking it up all the way to the far side, looking for a cross, and there it comes. Way high over goalie Sean Lewis in the orangish color or pumpkin color shirt, and he asks for a new ball and gets one.
Free kick coming up for Upper St. Clair.
You hear music in the background. That's the Baldwin band practicing in their parking lot. All right, that's a first kick. That's going to get to midfield, headed there, and sent up. Baldwin trying to gain control, stepped into nicely by Palmieri. Ball's coming over all the way over. Now Stevens will direct it back, and now it's kicked out to the side. Palmieri making a run on the right sideline, trying to beat the Baldwin defender who centers the ball, but they're able to clear, and it'll be a St. Clair throw-in. One of our most dangerous weapons, Matt McClintock will take the throw. He's got a very long throw-in, and is an absolute scoring opportunity when he puts it up in the air. Matt back, and there it goes. St. Clair player was lightly pushed, but nothing called. Now Baldwin will send it upfield to the midfield. Brindle's there, and they're going to get a call against Brindle for going over the back. Baldwin will get the ball and start it on a restart around midfield.
Free kick, Baldwin.
Number 3 lining it up. Lenny Mills there to front the ball. Ball sent in. It goes off of St. Clair. It looks like that's going to be a corner. So Baldwin will get the first corner of the evening. Okay, we got someone at a post for St. Clair at each post, and Baldwin put someone to front the keeper right in front of him, so he's going to have to work around the interference there. Sean Lewis is. Hand goes up, and here comes the corner. Low ball, parried out. Palmieri there to clear. He'll turn. Lenny Mills coming back to the ball, trying to pressure. Baldwin there moving in. Number 12, Brindle will move it outside. Still down the sideline, now finally out of, no, still in? No, it's out. Going to be a throw in for St. Clair. McClintock again with the long throw. Gets it all the way up to Lenny Mills. He's got no one up there with him, and it gets it taken away as he tries to turn with it. 12 will turn and send it upfield. Ball comes all the way up. McClintock will put it over to Cartier. Played up nicely. Palmieri getting to a little shoulder-to-shoulder there. Ball centered up there nicely, but no one home there in the middle, and Baldwin clears. Burke there, he's going to get the throw in to McClintock. McClintock with 2 guys closing on him, still comes out of the pile with it, plays it up the line. He's got Riley. Riley trying to get up there and make the cross. Oh, he goes down. Ball stays in bounds. Riley there to play it. Oh, going to be a goal kick. Okay, I thought he might have played it off of the Baldwin player, but apparently not.
Goal kick coming up for Baldwin.
Baldwin's defender's going to take the kick. Sometimes the keeper takes it. This time the defender's going to take it. Low ball, stepped into nicely by St. Clair. Palmieri goes up, but Baldwin gets ahead on the ball. Coming back, number 2 for Baldwin with control. He's got troops moving up in front of him. Nicely played down, but Baldwin tries to regain it again. Burke over there with the defense, and it's out of bounds off of St. Clair. Baldwin throw in. He'll give it up. Looks like number 6 is going to take it for Baldwin.
Throw in Baldwin.
Goes into the middle. That was dangerously close to a handball. Headed back in by Baldwin. Number 2 there tried to take control. 18 for St. Clair turns it. That's Ishihara. Oh, a little tug on the shirt there. No call. Right in front of the ref, too. Right in front of the ref. Cartier got his shirt pulled. Ref doesn't call it. Headed up. Defense plays it tough. Oh, right into the defender. And we'll go forward with the ball, playing it up nicely. Is that Palmieri? No, that's Ishihara. And off of St. Clair, that's going to be a throw-in for Baldwin.
Throw in Baldwin.
They go short, back out again. Now they play it to a 14 in the middle. He'll leave it, but Palmieri's there to turn it the other way. Nice through ball for Mills if he can get there. It's a race. It's a race. So played off of Baldwin, but that's going to stay in. And Mills there forcing a play, and we'll get St. Clair will get the throw in. Who's going to come over and take it? Mr. McClintock. Okay, let's see if we can move some people in to take advantage of this throw. You've got Mills short and Stevens short. Stevens coming to show for the ball. Ball going all the way to the keeper. And it doesn't, and they're going to call St. Clair for running in, or they're going to call a penalty kick that the goalie ran into the St. Clair player and knocked him down. That's an interesting call. And it looks like they're going to get a penalty kick out of that. And that's exactly what's called. They're saying that the goalie ran through the St. Clair player and thus knocked him down, and that was illegal. Rarely do you see that called against a goalie. Usually a goalie's given pretty much freedom to pretty much go out and get the ball. It takes a real pretty nasty collision and a pretty one-sided collision for them to make a call like that, and that might have been. Here comes your penalty shot. Low and into the corner from Lenny Mills. Lenny gets the first goal of the evening. It's 1-0 Upper St. Clair.
Upper St. Clair, and they take the lead first with a score of 1-0.
One of the more unusual calls, particularly on the Baldwin field with their referees. There's the whistle, and Baldwin again with the first touch on the ball, playing it long into the left corner. Goes out of bounds. It'll be a St. Clair throw-in. McClintock with the throw again. Finds Palmieri. He'll chest it down and turn it. Cuts around the first man. Playing it to the middle. But the man from Baldwin steps in. Now they have another guy going forward with it. Popped up in the air. Headed up nicely by St. Clair. Nice touch back heel by Lenny Mills. Baldwin will play it all the way back. Keeper has to play it with his foot, and does. Could be a mistake here. Lenny trying to force it. And there's a ball that goes in. That's going to get over the end line. That's going to be off of St. Clair, though. Should be a goal kick. If we lose any picture, we're having a little bit of problem with the electrical outlet at Baldwin. Stevens kept the ball in. Now Baldwin there to recover and go down the line. We'll play that back again if we can, and we do. We get it to the middle of the field. Number 6 for Baldwin there. We have our guy go down, Cartier down. Cartier there to challenge. They're moving the ball up. They've got guys up, 3 or 4 of them. 13, they're going to center the ball for Baldwin. Looking for a shot. They'll play it up. We'll get ahead to the ball and kick it wide. Can we keep it in? No. Nice effort by Palmieri, but ball went out. Well, they could have called that an illegal throw-in, but even though he was just given the ball, but he should have just put the ball down. Instead, he threw it to the other man. 6 puts it into the middle and headed up. Got to get rid of it. Palmieri there to play it, and we'll step in. We'll get a piece of it, but Baldwin's going to be there with 3 guys to recover. Play it into the middle. Now St. Clair. Cartier will play it up. That'll be off of Ishihara. Let go through. Nice through ball. Ishihara will get it and turn, trying to keep it in. Going to be off of him and out of bounds. Baldwin throw in.
Throw in Baldwin.
Over Cartier, over to Palmieri. You got to get rid of it. Don't play with it, Nick. All right. Can he keep it going up? Now they're going to call that little tic-tac, little touch running into the other player, and Baldwin will come out with a free kick around the 40. Definitely a very, very minor foul, but called. Lenny Mills to front the ball. He's asking for 10, and they'll give it to him.
Justin Schiffauer to kick for Baldwin.
Schiffauer to kick this, number 4. Nice kick into the middle, headed there but not out. Now it's back in, bouncing off of the player. St. Clair player to knock it down and up the sideline. And Coach Schneider will knock it down. That's going to be a Baldwin throw-in. Number 6 here. He's pretty much their designated thrower. Up in the air but not out. There we get a head on the ball. Up to Mills. And 4 to pop it long, and that's going to get all the way over the end line, and that's going to be a goal 2. Baldwin stepping in. Number 13 will take a tumble. Call will go against St. Clair. And that'll be a free kick from around the 30, the football 30.
Free kick, Baldwin. Number 3, Tony Morocco to kick.
Tony Morocco going to take this, number 3 for Baldwin. He's about 40 yards from goal, so it's be a long shot to get it on the keeper. But he might be looking for a head instead. And does. He finds a head. Now it's headed out very wide. Looks like Burke's over there. Now, what's the call? Goal kick.
Goal kick coming up for Upper St. Clair.
Sean takes his own goal kicks, or at least early in the game he takes them while he still has his leg strength. I mean, he'll put that one up around the 40-45, headed right back in by Baldwin. This is where it gets dangerous. You got to watch here. Number 7 for the Panthers, Tyler Stevens, is trying to stay with their speedster, number 8. And we'll get another goal kick out of this. Lewis lining it up. And that ball gets all the way over to the Baldwin head, headed right back up, sent out nicely by Cartier. Played down to the sideline, trying to get there is Stevens, and can't quite get there. Going to be a throw-in for the Highlanders.
Baldwin throw-in.
Up to number 2, does a nice little bicycle. They play it right along the line. Number 8 there, he'll keep it in. Trying to go around Brindle, nice little move. Brindle still won't give him a path to the goal, though. He does center, and we get a ball played off of McClintock. Oh, that's got to be a high kick. That's a dangerous play. St. Clair will get the ball. And we'll play a long ball, trying to break Lenny Mills, but headed back by Baldwin. Played up one more time, up to number 13. He'll let it go. Chested down by Burke. Palmieri will come and retrieve it. Gets the ball taken off of him, and Baldwin goes the other way. McClintock trying to pressure, trying not to give him that inside path. 8 to number 9. 9's trying to break the player down the left side off of the St. Clair player. Going to be a deep throw-in for the Highlanders. And number 6 for Baldwin will take this.
Ball out of bounds on Upper St. Clair. Baldwin throw-in.
Put into the middle. Goes over all the way to the far side, looking for a semi-bicycle. Doesn't come close to it, and it'll be badly kicked out of bounds.
Goal kick coming up.
Another goal kick for Sean Lewis. Lower one. Doesn't make the 40 that time. McClintock will play it up, trying to break Tyler on the right side, but it's run off nicely by number 8. Played back by Baldwin. Long ball. What was that, offsides? Yeah, looks like that's what the call was. Look like Brindle's going to take this. We've got 5 guys up. And the ball's going to get all the way up there, too. We get ahead to the ball. Now it's coming down to Lenny Mills, but he's got 3 guys in front of them and the keeper. Keeper harmlessly plays it on the bounce. He'll bounce it, send it out to his left fullback. He's got lots of room to work. Coming up the near sideline. Now he's finally pressured. McClintock will step in. Palmieri will put it out there, but Cartier was playing back, and number 12 for Baldwin will turn it the other way. Ishihara forces the Baldwin player to get rid of it. Playing it down the header and out of bounds for a Baldwin throw.
Throw in Baldwin.
Fullback will settle it down, drop it back to the sweeper, and he'll go back to the keeper, but he's got to play it with his feet, and he plays it out of bounds and turns the ball back over to the Panthers.
Ball kicked out of bounds by goaltender for Baldwin, Craig Fields. Upper St. Clair ball.
McClintock here going to take the throw. Matt looking for some runners here. Nobody moving for him. Now we get the movement. We get a head on the ball and just misses, connected with Ishihara. Baldwin clears the ball wide. Coach Schneider's yelling to his troops, why didn't you make the run earlier? Good question. Matt McClintock will go to the far side with the throw, and he'll drop it back. Looks like Burke's going to take it. Popping it up on the cross, right into the middle. Comes to Lenny Mills. Now it's coming outside. There's a shot. What's it? Corner kick. Corner kick. The Panthers get a corner.
John Zaleski for Baldwin.
John Zaleski on the defensive play for Baldwin. And looks like Tyler Stevens is going to go over and take this corner for St. Clair.
Corner kick coming up for Upper St. Clair.
Baldwin's got 3 players lined up for a substitution after this. So we'll see how long they wait before that happens. Tyler pops it up nicely around the 10. Palmieri touching it. Now he'll drop it back. Burke's going to go over. Popping the ball long into the corner. Riley trying to get there first, and it goes over the end line. That'll be a goal kick, and you'll probably see your 3 subs from ball. Oh, no, they started it quick on the throw-in, I guess. McClintock playing it up to Riley. McClintock stepping in, Baldwin player there too, and that'll be called against McClintock for the hold. Quick start by Baldwin. Goes right around Cartier. Baldwin moving it up, playing the long ball. Headed back by St. Clair. Cartier again, playing it up. Ishihara, playing the long ball. Looks like that's Riley on the run, I would think. It's his spot. Baldwin player plays it up and out of bounds. Ishihara, I think, has got the ball, but I think he's going to leave it for McClintock.
Upper St. Clair throw-in coming up.
Okay, Matt moving all the way back on the track, trying to get some momentum to get that ball on net. And here it comes. Oh, beautiful throw. Right over and right to the keeper. Oh, we had 2 guys there between. Biltz picks it up for Baldwin, sends it up the near sideline, and they're going to be a corner shoulder banging thing there, and Levine and Baldwin will come out with the ball. Number 4 playing long ball, trying to connect up there. It's headed right back out. Cartier heading it wide, but to the Baldwin player. Comes over to St. Clair. We'll go backwards with the ball. Burke playing it up. And there's a call there, and there's a substitution.
Substitutes in for Baldwin, number 10, Ala J.R., number 11, Ken Basler, number 15, J.R.
10, 11, and 15 coming in for Baldwin. One of them is a forward, and he's got some height to him, I can tell you that. All right, Baldwin throw.
Throw in Baldwin.
Play it up over to St. Clair. And right back to St. Clair. Oh, nice touch on the ball. Now we've got 2 guys going up. We got a nice little feed there. Ishihara's trying to get the ball. It's run off and out of bounds. St. Clair throwing, going to be very deep into Baldwin territory. McClintock's coming up. 20 minutes left in the first half. 1-0 Upper St. Clair on a result of a penalty shot. Lenny Mills with the goal. McClintock, he's got about 10 yards. He can go up forward. That ball was up almost to the flag.
Coming up for Upper St. Clair.
All right, who's going near? Here we got a near run. And trying to get it over to him. It's over there, headed, sent back in by Stevens, and the keeper's there, and in the net. I think that might be an own goal. I'm not sure if that was off of our man or off of their defender.
Off the side of the Baldwin player.
Yep.
Upper St. Clair goal. Score now stands Upper St. Clair 2, Baldwin 0.
Now, who we're going to give that goal to, I'm not sure, but regardless, they said it was off of a Baldwin player. But we'll take it either way and put Upper St. Clair up 2-0. Andrew Riley, they were congratulating. I don't know if he'll actually get the credit on the goal or whether one of the other players will get the credit, but either way, it's an Upper St. Clair goal. And Baldwin will kick off for the third time. There's the whistle. Played it out. Riley there. Burke back to Riley. Cutting to the inside. He'll play it over. Cartier and McClintock both there. Now back to Cartier. We got two guys there that are right next to him. Meanwhile, Baldwin comes out with the ball. Number 8 working for his shot, but not even close to goal. Lewis lining the ball up, and he's going to take the goal kick.
Goaltender Sean Lewis to kick for Upper St. Clair.
That's going to clear the 40. Headed right back by Baldwin. Burke will put it up to Riley, right over him. That might be Ishihara feeding it up. Drop back nicely. Palmieri trying to turn and drop it back. That's almost a dead giveaway. Nicely played up the line. McClintock trying to get there. Baldwin recover. McClintock's there too. 2 Baldwin players, 2 Upper St. Clair players. And Baldwin's going to play it out of bounds and does. They do a spin move, and McClintock's there to take the throw. Plays it up the line. Lenny Mills trying to feed it up. Ishihara's got a shot there, and it's wide right of the net. Didn't miss by more than about 3 feet. And they're giving St. Clair a corner, so somebody from Baldwin touched that. Looks like Tyler Stevens is going to take the corner again.
Come on, folks, just give it up for both teams. They're both working hard out there.
Yes, they are. All right, Stevens goes up. Ball comes over, and clear gets a head on by Baldwin over Palmieri.
Defense by Baldwin headed out of the zone.
15, they're working it up. Going wide, finds his man. Moving up on Burke, now trying to feed it through. Brindle's there. Brindle will turn, feed it out wide. It's just going wide with the ball. There it is to McClintock. He can feed it over here to Levine. And up Palmieri. Levine off of him. Baldwin trying to break it down the near sideline. 14 looking for a cross. He gets one. Headed on toward the goal. And that was actually harmlessly going to bounce. That never was going to make it to the goal. But that was the closest Baldwin's had on a shot in a while. Drop back. Burke. Getting to take it right off of him. 15 moves and works for the cross. Cut off nicely by Brindle. Baldwin's there to receive the ball and bring it back in one more time. And they'll pop that one all the way through, and that should harmlessly go to Lewis. Lets the ball go. Goal kick. Substitutions here for St. Clair. We've got number 10 and number 11 coming in for St. Clair. 10 is the freshman Outcalt, and 11 is Schooley, or Shuley.
Substitutes in for Upper St. Clair, number 10, Cal Outcalt, and number 11, Michael Sholey.
Low ball this time. Up to Burke, trying to get it over to Riley. He'll come up with the ball. And long ball by Baldwin. That ball is going to be a little race Houston to get there. And Lewis beats the Baldwin player by a couple steps. Now we got to see the punt. Yeah, it's a nice one. It'll clear midfield easily. Nice bounce. Headed in by Baldwin, but that's going to go right to our guys. Lenny Mills. He'll play it to the corner, looking for a run. Baldwin's got to play it. No? They're going to call that a goal kick. Let the ball go over the end line. Couple players for Baldwin subbing here. Number 9 and number 1 coming on. Number 15 coming off. And number 6 coming off.
Number 9, John James, back into the game for Baldwin.
Goal kick. Low ball. That could have been a dangerous play, but it's going to be a Baldwin throw, and flicked by number 2 and comes to Brindle. got to work for a bounce here. They got two Baldwin players there who settle it, try to put a shot up toward the goal, and that goes a couple yards wide left. Goal kick. Yeah, St. Clair backed off on that play and let the Baldwin players, two of them, work out. And Coach Schneider's questioning why they did that. Popped up. That'll get to midfield. Called a push here. I think that's called against Cartier, but I'm not sure. Make him move the ball back. Yeah, ball started up at least 5 yards too far. Should be around the 45 or 6. Under 14 minutes left in the first half. All right, Baldwin's got about 7 players lined up on the 10. They'll play it through, and that ball will get all the way over the end line, and another goal kick for St. Clair.
Sean Lewis to make the kick, represent Claire.
Again to midfield, headed nicely. Baldwin gets ahead to the ball, and nice touch by number 8 right around Levine coming toward the goal. He's got a couple guys in front of him. McClintock trying to step in. Cartier gets a foot on the ball and clears the ball out, but Baldwin there still to recover. 11 tries to get through there, all the way played back up nicely by Lenny Mills. Lenny trying to break the St. Clair other player. I couldn't see the number, but the ball goes all the way into the Baldwin keeper harmlessly. He backs up and then he punts, drops, kicks it almost. Headed by McClintock. They're going to call the play against McClintock at the 45.
Push called enough for St. Clair. Baldwin free kick coming up.
It's a minor push, but I guess a push just the same. Baldwin from the 45. Played it way wide to the right. They get it headed toward the goal. This is dangerous. What's the call? Goal kick. No? Corner kick? What's he calling? Corner kick. So I think this is the second quarter for Baldwin. We'll see what they do on this one. They've got about 4 guys lined up at about the 10, ready to move in and break on the ball now. Now they start moving in. Headed. And Lewis will pick that out of the air. No problem for Sean. And he punts the ball all the way up to Lenny Mills. Shuley up there with Mills. Mills trying to shield the ball. And Mills and Shuley both on now. That ball will come out to the St. Clair team. They're doing a quick drop back. Cartier brings it back. Ball sent in. And Shuley forces Baldwin to kick the ball out of bounds, and we'll get another throw in by Mr. McClintock.
Throw in for St. Clair.
All right, Matt's going back. Here it comes. Put in. That'll get a head on by the Baldwin player. Another head. Nice little bicycle type kick. And everyone's trying to stay on side, and they do, but the Baldwin keeper picks it up without any problem. Drop kicked again to the near side. Headed back and kept in by St. Clair. That was Levine. Baldwin to play it in the middle of the field. McClintock gets a piece of it. Still has possession. Now it's taken off of his foot. Baldwin will play the ball wide all the way over. Baldwin player comes back and retrieves the ball. Ball bounces up nicely to St. Clair. Shuley up there trying to get the ball out wide, but not wide enough. And Baldwin will play boom ball and clear the ball. Subs here for St. Clair. Palmieri coming back in, and Ishihara coming back in.
We have number 18, Yu Ishihara, and number 2, Nick Palmieri.
Okay, there's the throw. Nice long one. Headed back out by Baldwin. It comes out to St. Clair. Got to pop it and get rid of it. He waited a little long and got to take it off of him. Dangerously played. Burke's there, trying to run through, and the ball is kicked out of bounds by the Baldwin player. Be a St. Clair throw. McClintock down the far side, over everybody, all the way back to the sweeper. He'll play it up in a long ball, gets all the way back. What's the call? Again, they're saying the St. Clair player undercut the Baldwin player, and Baldwin's awarded a free kick. Right around the 35.
Free kick coming up for Baldwin.
Number 3 going to take this.
Morocco to kick.
This time Baldwin loads up over to the kicker's left. Pop toward the goal and comes all the way through and all the way over the end line. Escorted nicely. That's a goal kick, I would think. They're calling a corner kick on that? They're saying one of the players from St. Clair touched that ball. St. Clair players are in disbelief.
Corner kick coming up for Baldwin. Number 8, Lester Johnson to kick.
Lester Johnson, number 8, going to take this. St. Clair players still can't figure out who that was off of. Short ball. Back to number 8. He'll do a cross again. We'll send it all the way over, and it's going to be a throw-in this time. They'll go short and out of bounds. That's turning it over. Under 8 minutes left. 2-0 Upper St. Clair. St. Clair's bringing number 4.
Number 4 in Upper St. Clair.
Justin Burdett. He's coming in.
Throw-in coming up for Upper St. Clair.
Mr. Riley comes out.
Ladies and gentlemen, we do want to remind you, as paying viewers to a game here between Upper St. Clair and Baldwin High School, the booing, taunting, or intimidating the officials is allowed and is not permitted.
Ball's thrown in, goes all the way up to Shuley.
And as always, be safe and enjoy the game.
Call again goes against St. Clair right around the 33 this time. All right, number 3 going to take this again. And he pops it up nice. That should come right to Lewis. And he gets run into. Now that should be a card or something, but you can't let the guy run into the keeper unpunished. And I think he's giving him the yellow. There it is. I think it was accidental, but at the same time, it was a definite run into the keeper.
Goal kick coming up for Upper St. Clair.
Number 6 coming back on. McGee coming back on the field. He's been their thrower-inner, if you want to call him that. And Lewis is going to take the free kick. Low this time. To Burke, and he gets bumped into. Drop back to Brindle. He'll go up over the pile. Headed out nicely into the near side. That goes off from Paul Mary off of the Baldwin player, and that'll be a throw-in for St. Clair. Tyler Stevens, that ball's bouncing off of Shuley. Coming out of the pile is Ishihara. He'll try to send it all the way over to Burke. Burke playing it to the middle again. Baldwin there to clear. And they're going to call that every time, right against number 12, Brindle. But it's in the harmless area on the field.
Number 3, Tony Morocco to kick.
Morocco going back to take this free kick for Baldwin. Popped up to the pile. Off of Paul Mary, headed back out that way. Shuley gets a piece of it. Ishihara, they're trying to play it up line, but can't get it over the pile. Johnson moving the ball over to the far right side, looking for a cross, and doesn't get it. Comes out of there, St. Clair there to send it up and off the Baldwin. Nope, still stayed in. Played up nicely by St. Clair. What's the call? I think this one's finally going against the Highlanders. Although I'm not sure what the call was.
Goal kick coming up for Upper St. Clair.
Goal kick is what's called. Not exactly sure how that was derived at, but substitutions were going to take place. Instead, they're waved off. Now, instead, the refs are discussing this, and somehow they figure maybe it wasn't supposed to be a goal kick. Are we going to get a drop ball? That's what it looks like. And both players take down each other. They're both down on the field. Baldwin comes up out of the pile, though. Number 12 off of the St. Clair player. Headed back by Baldwin. Put up and out of bounds. St. Clair throw-in. Substitutions now. St. Clair. Got Cartier going back in.
Substitutes in for Upper St. Clair, number 17.
And J.T. Pion.
23, J.T. Pion.
And you have Mr. McClintock and Mr. Ishihara coming out.
Jason Mezek.
And we've got under 4 minutes left in the first half. We get ahead on the ball on the throw, and now it's played back up. Brindle gets a piece of it. Cartier there to try to bring it to the inside, which he does. Played to the middle. And fed forward by Baldwin. Out to the far side. Tyler Stevens is there. So is Paul Mary. Little touch around him. Fed back inside. Now we'll play it all the way up. Ball's going to come out to Shuley. Now, we got two guys there, and so do they. But they drop the ball back to their sweeper. Play it up on a long ball. And St. Clair player there plays it off. Baldwin. St. Clair throw-in. Nicely played. And I think Levine was going to take the throw-in.
Throw-in, Upper St. Clair.
He'll go up over Stevens. Now Baldwin going to try to center. That ball's going to go all the way to the wide side. Now you've got St. Clair. Now it's centered right into the middle. They're working for a shot. Don't get much of one. Come on through the slide tackle. Sent out wide. Up the line. Trying to get it up there to Lenny Mills. It's a race between him and the defender. And sent out of bounds by Baldwin. 2 minutes left in the first half.
Upper St. Clair to throw in.
And drop back nicely. Now they'll drop it all the way back. Coming all the way over to the other side. It's got Tyler Stevens there, played to the middle. Cartier around the first guy. Little shoulder-to-shoulder combat, and Baldwin comes out of the pile with the ball. Now they're trying to play it long. Trying to work for a shot. And played out by St. Clair. Wouldn't give him the shot. Baldwin throwing. They'll come all the way back. Number 2, he'll play it up into the middle. Now there's a little bit of space to work with, but that's a wasted ball. Way wide to the left and high. And that's going to be a goal kick. Be under a minute left by the time that ball gets started in play again. I mean, the Baldwin player had a lot more time than maybe he knew, but he wasn't able to do anything with that ball. Stevens. Lewis plays it up. Coming over. Tyler will play it all the way up the line. And out of bounds off of Baldwin. Played in nicely by Stevens. Outcalled will play it all the way over to Burke. Playing it all the way up to Lenny Mills. And who's that off of?
20
Goal
seconds
kick.
remaining.
Goal kick. Baldwin, by the time they get this ball off, not going to be much time left. Not much time left in the
10 seconds
half.
remaining. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And he booms it anyway. Sent right back by the Upper St. Clair player, and that'll end the first half. Upper St. Clair 2, Baldwin Highlanders, no score.
St. Clair 2, Baldwin 0. Stick around for the second half, folks. Should be a good one. All right, go ahead.
Okay, we're getting ready to start the second half of the Baldwin Upper St. Clair soccer game being played at Baldwin High School. Waiting for the referee to give him the whistle, and there it is. St. Clair will get their touch on the ball, drop back, and we'll play it up to the sideline. That's going to get out of bounds. It's going to be a throw-in for Baldwin. Played up. Speedster from Baldwin trying to get to that ball, but Brindle's there to beat him to it. He'll play it out of bounds for a Baldwin throw-in. Score is 2-0 Upper St. Clair.
Throw-in for Baldwin coming up.
Baldwin moves 6 players into the box with another one getting ready to join in. Headed right toward the goal and in. And Baldwin quickly gets on the board.
Oh, and Baldwin gets on the board.
Didn't take long, under a minute.
By number 3, Tony Morocco.
Tony Morocco, number 3 with the header, and it brings Baldwin within 2-1. Quick goal, got them right back into this game. It's a game again. St. Clair a little nonchalant on that. Cartier lets it go back, played up to St. Clair. Baldwin's the more aggressive team. They're moving to the ball first. Riley, they're trying to pressure, as was Ishihara. Baldwin keeping the ball in bounds. Brindle going all the way back. It's not going to go out. Now we got a turn. We got a player on him. We'll play it to the inside. McClintock will play a longer ball. That's going to be sent right back in by Baldwin. Headed right back out by Panthers. Number 1 for Baldwin trying to work the ball inside. And it's going to be a call against the Highlanders. And the Panthers will get a free kick.
Free kick, Upper St. Clair.
Headed by Baldwin player, and that's going to get out of bounds, and it's going to be a nice deep pickup of about 50 yards for the Panthers to do a throw-in. McClintock's going to move into position.
Throw-in, Upper St. Clair.
Riley will go up the line. And there's the movement. The Baldwin players get ahead to the ball. Comes out to McClintock. Cleared by Baldwin. Brindle will put it back in as the plane comes overhead. St. Clair ball.
Upper St. Clair. Bring the ball in.
McClintock moving over to the track to get a running start on this. All right, let's see how many join in on this. We've only got one up there. And there's someone there to head the ball in, and that'll be it. That'll be a goal.
Upper St. Clair gets their 3rd goal of the game. The score now stands Upper St. Clair 3, Baldwin 1.
Could you see who that scored that? Yu Ishihara got the header in, puts Upper St. Clair up 3-1. So both teams get early goals in the second half. That one around the 2-minute and 45-second mark. The first one in under a minute. So it's 3-1 again. They've got a 2-goal lead. Baldwin with the first touch. And they're slightly offsides by about 12 yards. And they'll call them back for that. Now they get the touch. Now they can move up if they want. Riley whiffs on that. Goes back. Baldwin centering in, trying to go through. Still with control of the ball. Now the ball's coming out. Can we clear? No, not yet. Now we'll clear and give Baldwin the throw in from around the 35. played up and over the pile. That goes off of Brindle and out. That'll be a throw in again,
Another throw in
about
from
the
2-1,
10.
gonna throw in.
Now number 3 joining in. They've got 6 guys in the box, 7 guys in the box. And they're going to try to get ahead to it again. And it comes over to Palmieri. That's cleared out. Not off Palmieri, but the far guy. Mills there looking to get to the ball. And Baldwin player plays it out. Nope, off of Mills. Over everybody now. And we'll clear that out of bounds. Off of the Baldwin player for a St. Clair throw, and it looks like. Looks like McClintock's going to take this.
Upper St. Clair to throw in.
Going to the inside. Finds Palmieri, but I don't think he's going to get a foot to the ball first. What's the call? Call's going to be against Palmieri, going to be a Baldwin free kick around inside the 40. This,
Rocco to kick for Baldwin.
you got to watch this one. This is within the range of the shooter. Coming down, watch the handballs, and cleared out, but not totally. Palmieri going in hard, still not out. Still not out. Ball over, bouncing to 14. Now the ball comes all the way over. Trying to play it up to Mills. It goes over the defender. Keeper comes out and plays the ball into the middle, but not out of play. Number 1 there trying to put a Cartier, gets a nice head to the ball. Riley there trying to force it. Player from Baldwin puts it all the way over and kept in. Over to the sweeper. Mills pressuring. They go up the middle of the field past McClintock. Up to Levine. Played out to the side. That's going to go almost over to the stands and under the stands. St. Clair ball. It's going to be a McClintock throw-in. Nice long throw by McClintock. And out to the St. Clair player. That's Palmieri if he can get past the first. Now he centers, but headed out by Baldwin. Sent back in by St. Clair. Drop back. Now they want to go back one more time? Yes, they do. Brindle there. He'll change sides. Goes all the way over. Played up nicely to Cartier. Cartier trying to get it up the sideline, can't get it past the Baldwin player. Will turn and feed it up the line himself. Brindle there, and he'll play it to the middle, headed back by Baldwin. Player goes down. McClintock here going to gain possession. Play it out up the line. Baldwin there to send it up the line the opposite way. Throw in, St. Clair. Sent up, Baldwin player knocks it down. Headed over to the middle. What's the call? That's going to be against St. Clair. Around the 35, I think they're going to get a free kick for Baldwin. They try to center the ball. Ball comes out. St. Clair there just touching it out. Now what do we do? Oh, played up nicely and then gets his feet taken out from underneath him. Ishihara delivered the ball and Mills went to it. Baldwin's forced to play it out. McClintock's going to move up and take it. He'll go short. Back to McClintock. Going to play it now. Now we'll go into the middle. Baldwin gets ahead on it first. Played all the way up to 12 on the near side. He's looking over his options. He's got a guy doing an overlap. Instead, he goes right to the goal, and our keeper, Sean Lewis, has no problem seeing that into his arms. He'll let the troops move up a little, and now we'll get his punt. That'll clear midfield. Up to Lenny. Lenny will get ahead on the ball, and he'll get also a call for a push, I think. That could have been called either way, but I think the Baldwin player got the benefit of the call.
Baldwin free kick coming up.
Okay, long ball this time. Played up. Trying to skim that. Trying to find a Baldwin player. Got to come out aggressive. And they don't. And they run it right into the goal.
Goal! The ball is headed in. Score no stands. Upper St. Clair 3.
It's
Baldwin
3-2. Baldwin with their second goal of the half. 2 goals in under 10 minutes. And Sean Lewis made a mistake that a keeper every now and then makes. You either got to go to the ball or stay back. He got caught in between hops. And they were able to get a head on it and put it right over him into an open net. It's early in the season. We'll hopefully learn from that and come out a little either more aggressive or lay back on the line waiting for it, one or the other. But that's when I think the goalie's better to come out hard and more aggressive to play that ball, but that's a judgment call.
Baldwin's goal credit is the number 6, Corey McGee.
Corey McGee, number 6, given credit for Baldwin on their second goal. Baldwin's definitely going hard to the ball. There's no doubt about it. And Baldwin wants to take the throw in, and instead the referee waves it off and says Upper St. Clair throw in. McClintock there delivers a nice ball to the corner, kicked out by Baldwin, so that'll be a deep throw. Mr. McClintock will move over to take that.
Again, we do want to remind you folks, down to the concession stand, hot dogs are 75 cents, pretzels are 75 cents, and pizza are all 75 cents. So if you'd like any of those 3 items, please make your way down to the concession stand. All 75 cents for the remainder of the game. Okay,
the ball's off. Comes out wide. There's a shot hard into the defender's legs. Defense is going to try to kick it out. Nope. Another throw in. Another throw in. Panthers will get this. McClintock will change sidelines. St. Clair a little bit tentative on these. They have not gone aggressively after these balls. Baldwin has been the more aggressor,
That's number 8, Matt
particularly
McClintock,
since the
throw in.
start of the second half. Headed again by Baldwin. This time it goes wide. Who we have there? Well, whoever it is whiffs on the ball. Now they come up with it and put a ball there. No one moving to the ball, though. Ball, we're laying back instead of charging the ball.
Great start for Baldwin.
Baldwin will turn it the other way and play it up the near side. Played all the way back by Burke, all the way back to Lewis. Now he's got to be careful. He kicks the ball, but right to Baldwin player. Now they let it go back. They'll play it up, trying to build up here a little bit. But St. Clair's got about 6 or 7 people back. Palmieri there. Going to the sideline, and the ball gets out of bounds. That'll be a Baldwin throw. Under 30 minutes left in the second half. 3-2, Upper St. Clair. Out of bounds. Baldwin throw again.
Another Baldwin throwing.
Shielded nicely, trying to turn, is the Baldwin player. He's got a couple St. Clair players draped around him and gets it taken away from him. Slid tackle. Baldwin trying to work hard to get the ball off. What's the call? Against Baldwin. It's going to be a free kick for the Panthers.
Free kick coming up for Upper St. Clair.
Nicely played up, headed right back by Baldwin. They seem to are judging these kicks better than the St. Clair players. They're in the right position. Baldwin moving in now. They've got a couple guys in front. Riley there, he'll turn it nicely, send it up the near sideline. Trying to get it into the middle, and Baldwin will step in and take it away. Getting careless with the ball. Now they'll put that shot toward the goal. We'll get ahead and put it out. Cartier trying to pressure the ball. Off of Cartier, he'll get it. Still off of him. Baldwin will center. Brindle will clear. Baldwin player will knock it out of bounds, and it'll be a St. Clair throw in around the 40.
Ball out of bounds on Baldwin. Upper St. Clair throwing.
All right, McClintock going to take this. Gets it all the way down, gets a head on it. Ball comes out to Palmieri. He'll try to center, but there's not. Now there's someone home. Ball's kicked out and cleared by Baldwin. Riley had a shot at that, but the Baldwin player was able to get a foot on it and put it around him and play it out. McClintock moving over to take this. And here he goes. Headed down. Now they're going to play it out? Nope, they play it upfield. Now, their player number 8 coming right down the near sideline with possession. Lester Johnson down the sideline. He'll give it up to his own player. He'll drop it back. Little give and go here. An overlap made. Now, that's a ticky-tacky call, but they're going to get the call just the same.
Push call to number St. Clair. Baldwin free kick coming up.
That's a push that was called on that. And that ball's at the football 18, so you've got about 28 yards toward the goal, but got a lot of diagonal distance on it too. Puts a crossing ball up. They get a head on the ball. Another head on the ball. This time Lewis is there.
A nice save, but number St. Clair goalie Sean Lewis as he throws the ball out of the zone.
Nice touch on the ball, and St. Clair trying to feed it back into the middle. You got Ishihara. Got 2 guys there moving it in. There's a shot. I would think that's a corner kick. That's a corner kick for St. Clair. It was a 2-on-2 plus a goalie, but that was the best we could get on it.
Corner kick coming up for St. Clair.
Ball's put up right in the middle, right where you want it. Now it's cleared out. Now can St. Clair turn it and put it right back in? Yep, but only Baldwin players are there. Now Baldwin trying to quickly counter here. Well, nicely played and slid tackle the ball out of bounds by Palmieri. Baldwin with a couple substitutions here.
Number 10, Howdy Kadar, and number 13, Jason Mezek in for Baldwin.
10 and 13 coming in for Baldwin. And here comes the throw-in. Down the line, headed all the way up. What's the call on this one? And another call goes in favor of the Highlanders. This one from around the 15. And these are moving dangerously more and more close to the goal. Johnson going to take that. Hands up. Here comes the ball. He crosses. It's a beautiful spot on the field where they get a head on the ball, but can't do much with it other than that. Played up by St. Clair. Got a couple guys there from St. Clair. Long ball played up for Lenny Mills, but the keeper's going to get there first. He lets it get to him right inside the line. Plays it out down and to the far guy along the line. Now they're playing it up right into the middle to Johnson. Riley recovers nicely into the middle of the field. Up off of Ishihara, and that's going to go off a Baldwin player and out of bounds. Throw in St. Clair.
Throw in up for St. Clair.
Burke. And McClintock's going to take this, waiting for him to get over there. Got a few players pushed up there. $17, nice job turning the ball and trying to get it into the middle by Cartier. And there goes Lenny Mills trying with the bicycle type of shot. Doesn't get it past the defender, though. Baldwin playing the ball little by little, getting it over to the midfield. Now they're over the midfield line. Centering, looking in for number 8, Johnson. Cartier will come back, feed it up nicely. We'll go wide. Cartier again, a little triangle there. Ran through, but Baldwin player steps in and takes it away. McClintock there forcing the play, and Baldwin will play it down the far sideline and out of bounds. Throw in. Lenny Mills there. Can he get a piece of it? Baldwin there to clear it out the other way. They had 1-on-3. Odds weren't good even if he gets to the ball. Under 22 minutes left in the second half. Cartier there to chest it. He'll drop it back, feed it to Mills. Mills, they're trying to give it back. They misread it, and there's nobody there. Or that could have been off of a Baldwin player. They're saying that's a throw-in again for the Panthers. 6 players up for St. Clair, and McClintock going to throw. Now we're going to 7th player joining the rush. That's Brindle. Almost gets to him. There's a ball right to the keeper, and the keeper comes out and makes the save. Biltz makes the save and gets the quick drop kick. Up to midfield. And out of bounds. What's the call? Well, they overrule each other, but St. Clair comes out with the ball just the same. Cartier giving the ball up. Levine. And then it's Riley up to, back to Riley. What's the call? Offsides? Wow. Baldwin quick starts it. Baldwin playing a nice little triangle on the near side. Now they'll lift it up over the pile. McClintock trying to do something with it out to Riley. Long ball, and that's going to get out of bounds. Throw in, Panthers. A few substitutions here. Shuley, it looks like coming back in.
For St. Clair, number 10, Kyle Outcolt.
And Outcolt.
And also in for Baldwin, number 14, Kevin McPhee.
Brindle gets a foot to it. Riley comes through and gets his legs taken out from underneath him and gets the call.
For St. Clair, free kick. Well, let's give both of our teams some encouragement. They're working real hard out there today.
McClintock going to take the free kick from around the 48. Low ball. Riley there gets a foot on it. Going to come out with possession. Dropping it back, but Baldwin player will be there to send it out of bounds. McClintock again, this time with the throw. Riley coming through, looking for a corner, a cross, over the keeper. Nobody there for St. Clair. Ball going to come all the way to the far side and played up the line and out of bounds. Going to be a St. Clair throw. That was quite dangerous. No one there on the far side of the goal for St. Clair. They pretty much would have had a tap in if there was anybody there, but we'll get a deep throw in from McClintock.
Upper St. Clair throw in.
Right into the middle. Somebody goes up and the keeper goes down.
Handball called on Upper St. Clair.
Handball on St. Clair.
Coming up.
Free kick here for Baldwin. Played over, and that's a handball there. That ball hit Brindle. They'll move back and move that back to the 35.
Baldwin free kick coming up. Number 3, Tony Baracco for Baldwin to kick.
Again, this is well within his range. He can put the ball on net or look to get it over to where his guys are moving in on the ball. He goes toward the net on this one and over his runners. That'll be a goal kick. Another couple subs here. One for St. Clair.
St. Clair and Baldwin. Number 1 for Baldwin, Ray Stark, and number 4 for Upper St. Clair, we have Justin Burdett.
Justin Burdett coming in for St. Clair. Looks like Tyler Stevens coming off for St. Clair. Lewis with the kick. Nice long one. That'll get close to midfield. St. Clair coming through there. We've got a guy there, but he's got a couple guys in front of him. Forcing the ball. They're going to call the push against St. Clair. Free kick, Highlanders.
Free kick, Baldwin.
To St. Clair and headed right into the middle of the field. Played up nicely by Baldwin player. And that's going to get over there for a corner kick. They've scored on one of the corner kicks so far this half, and these things can always be dangerous. You've got to, particularly, they seem to be getting to the high balls in the air, so we've got to be real careful, make sure everybody's got a man and marks it up closely.
Corner kick, Baldwin.
Baldwin playing a man right in front of our keeper to make it harder for him to get to the ball. Low ball this time, headed out by McClintock. And Baldwin able to run off our player, but St. Clair trying to recover. Number 3 coming back for Baldwin, and they'll play it up one more time. They're saying that's going to be a Baldwin throw-in. Baldwin with another substitution here. St. Clair with a couple. Lenny Mills coming back on. Palmieri coming back on for St. Clair.
And number 2, Nick Palmieri, and number 28, that is Len Mills in for Upper St. Clair.
Headed there. Careful. Played nicely long and out of bounds. Going to be a, I think that's going to be a throw-in.
Throw in, Baldwin.
That ball looked like it ran up the Baldwin player's arm, but there was no call. Little bit of a bicycle type kick by the Baldwin player. It's working to get a shot off here. Ball comes back, player goes down for St. Clair, and Lewis will come out and harmlessly pick that one up out of the air. Nice long punt.
Sean Lewis for Upper St. Clair, clear to zone.
Lenny Mills there trying to work in position, headed back up again. Now we've got a couple guys breaking on the ball very, very fast for St. Clair. St. Clair player going to get there. Yep, they're going to be a call. No, they're going to make them restart it again, I think is what the call is. They didn't like the restart, okay? I think this is a free kick and not a throw-in, but I'm not sure. Yep. Matt's lining it up for a free kick.
Free kick, Upper St. Clair.
And we've got players moving on the ball. Low ball, not out. Mills trying to pop it over the pile and see if we can break somebody in on the side. Ball right in front. What's the call? That ball just hung there and wouldn't go either into the net or anywhere out of bounds.
Goal kick coming up for Baldwin. Number 3, Tony Morocco to kick.
So they're saying it did go out of bounds because they're giving him a goal kick. All right, all the way up to midfield. Headed up again by the Baldwin player, right back by St. Clair. And there will be a call against the St. Clair player as the Baldwin player hits the ground.
Upper St. Clair, Baldwin free kick coming up.
Under 13 minutes left. 3-2, Upper St. Clair. Right into the pile. Headed by St. Clair. Headed again by St. Clair and out of bounds. Throw in Baldwin. Headed by St. Clair. Out count. Playing it up the line now. This is a little bit of a race. Who's going to get there? Good speed by the St. Clair player, but the Baldwin player steps in front of him and shields the ball. 2 players there for St. Clair. What's the call? Goal kick? And we got a substitution here. Cartier coming back in. It's going to give McClintock a blow.
Back into the game.
Goal kick here coming up for the Highlanders.
Baldwin goal kick.
That'll get to midfield and past. Ball's coming through. St. Clair will play it out of bounds.
Baldwin throwing.
Throwing all the way back to number 2. Gets pressured. The thrower will get the ball back. Working for a little give and go play, and he gets it. Comes right into the middle with it. Ball comes out to Palmieri. He'll play a long ball. He'll play long. Schuley's there going to the ball, forcing the keeper to kick it, and he kicks it out of bounds. It's going to be a St. Clair ball. More substitutions for St. Clair. Riley coming off. Ishihara coming back on. And Tyler Stevens coming back on. Nice throwing. Stevens pop it up.
St. Clair, number 18, Yu Ishihara.
Played it up to number 8, Johnson. We'll drop it back. Brindle, he'll pop it long. Yeah, oh, they just recovered. Their sweeper regains. There's a shot. Oh, and not bad. That was a little bit high. Going for the upper right corner. About a yard too high. Goal kick. Good idea, though.
Baldwin goal kick.
McClintock coming back on.
Back into the game for Upper St. Clair, number 8, Matt McClintock.
Goal kicks up. Again, that's going to get to midfield. Headed all the way up. Now sent out. Ishihara. Oh, trying to sneak the ball through. Baldwin there to send it the other way. McClintock trying to gain possession. Coming out. Now it's going to go back to St. Clair. Long ball played up. Headed right back in by Baldwin.
9 minutes remaining in the game. 9
Burke. Got to be careful here. Burke there again. Gets pushed. Burke there gaining possession and playing it up but not out. 15 trying to feed it right into the middle, and we'll play it long. Oh, nicely headed by Ishihara. Mills trying to pressure it. That'll come out to St. Clair, moving forward but being pressured. Going to deliver the ball out to Schuley. Schuley still with possession, cutting it back. One more time, giving the ball up to a St. Clair player who'll center the ball. He's got Palmieri in front of the net, and he'll shoot wide and high. It was a great idea. They set up Palmieri beautifully in front of the net.
That was number 2, Nick Palmieri for Upper St. Clair with a bullet of a shot. Just missed the net.
We're right around the 8-minute mark in regulation. 3-2, Panthers. A lot of opportunities. Both teams have had their opportunities. Mills there trying to work with inside position. What's the call? Looks like we're going in for a corner kick. It looks like Tyler Stevens going to take this. Let's see how many people St. Clair commit to this. They've got 4 back on this one. So they're going to put up 5. Lenny Mills on the quick fire. Oh, beautiful. Lenny Mills. That's a highlight film goal on that one. That one went right from Tyler right to Lenny Mills' foot, and that was a volley shot right into the netting, right inside the post. Beautiful goal. Four to 2 Upper St. Clair. A little bit more breathing room on that one. All right, Baldwin getting it started. Oh, nice work, Cartier working it through the pile. Comes out. Bouncing up nicely. St. Clair, they're playing the long ball. You've got Shuley there, and you've got Ishihara breaking on the ball. Ishihara still with possession, trying to play it and trying to work for it across. Goal kick. They said not off the defender. They said that's a goal kick. Ishihara's pleading his case, but to no avail. Baldwin with the restart. Headed right back up by McClintock. Right back in by Baldwin. Gets ahead to it. Headed up by St. Clair. Shuley going to try to get to this one, and does. Feeding it out to Palmieri. Palmieri there trying to get through 2 Baldwin players. Headed up again. What's that one? That looks like that's going to be a deep throw-in for St. Clair right around the flag. And that's where McClintock's headed to take the throw. 6 minutes left in regulation. I think this is a throw-in, not a corner. They're calling it a corner, but I think it is a throw-in. McClintock. Oh, goalie comes out and parries the ball. And Baldwin there to send it out of bounds around the 40. That'll be a St. Clair throw-in. Up the line, he's got a wide open man. Cartier, I think that is, turns. He's got a man on him, gets it taken off of him and out of bounds. That's another throw-in for the Panthers. McClintock, he'll go short, trying to work it down the line. Oh, nicely tried to center, but that's going to be a goal kick for the Highlanders. And long ball, that'll get over to the midfield. St. Clair gets ahead on the ball, but not out. Back into the middle again, another time. St. Clair there to Palmieri. Palmieri will put it out to the wide side. Cut to the inside, and then he'll go long on the ball. And that's going to go all the way for a throw-in for the Highlanders. Sent back out again. And somehow there's a call there against the Panthers. I don't know, they might have called a handball, might have been something else. I don't know if it was what it was, but the Highlanders are going to get a free kick, and it's going to be right around the football 20. So they're about 30 yards from goal. They load up to the right side. They've got 5 players on the right. Go right into the middle, but headed right straight up in the air. And this goes up and over. Watch it, and the kicker for Baldwin goes high and out of bounds. Throw in Baldwin.
Number 2, Joe Monaco to throw in for Baldwin.
Look out. Oh, the keepers somehow kept that ball. Lewis kept that ball out of the net. That ball was headed right into the goal. That ball was headed right into the goal. Somehow that ball was kept out. And they're going to get a corner kick out of it, but That ball was dangerously close to in the net.
For Baldwin.
And cleared by St. Clair. Trying to get that ball out of danger. Touch it. Oh, beautifully played. Beautifully played. That's going to be a card. That's going to definitely be a card. Baldwin player tackled him from behind. That's a red. Now we've got 2.5 minutes left, and Baldwin's going to have to play a man down. Not that that really makes a lot of difference at this time in the game, but they are allowing a substitution. Number 1 coming on, and looks like number 8, Lester Johnson, coming off.
Number 5, Andrew Riley in for Upper St. Clair.
And Andrew Riley, number 5, in for St. Clair, and Ishihara, I think, is coming off for St. Clair. Oh, Shuli's coming off 11. Sorry about that. Thank you. You get to my age, the vision isn't quite as sharp. Those numbers they get blurry. Okay. Put right up on toward the net, headed right back out.
Baldwin showing nice defense coming out of the zone.
Ball slows up when it comes to the near line. They're putting it right up the line. Got a man coming there, and we'll play it out of bounds for a throw-in.
Baldwin throwing.
They've got about everybody moving upfield on this. There's no one except, well, there's one player left back for Baldwin besides the goalie.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
And Lewis again gets a one-handed save on there.
That is Sean Lewis with a nice save.
Going to be another throw-in. Got to be aggressive on these, Sean. Throw-in right there. Goes near side, and that ball never comes in. The ball is thrown right over the end line. Going to be a goal kick.
1 minute, 30 seconds remaining in the game.
Yeah, be under 1:30 by the time he gets this kick off.
Upper St. Clair goal kick.
Looks like Nate Brindle's going to move back and take this. And a nice long one. Headed back in by Baldwin. The ball bounces out to St. Clair, but Baldwin's there to take it this time. Playing it up. Right back, Baldwin recovers again. Playing it wide. Looking for crosses. Looking for
1 minute
crosses.
remaining in the game. 1 minute.
And over the end line. What's the call? Corner kick, under a minute left. They've been dangerous on this. And again, they're playing everybody up except one player.
45 seconds remaining in the game. 45 seconds.
Time this gets off, it's going to be under 40. Low ball, headed up in the air by St. Clair. Goalie's got to come out, and comes out hard to do it. Now all St. Clair's got to do is put a foot to the ball to clear it. Just clear. That's all you need to do. All the way back, going back to the sweeper, and he's getting pressured. He'll get rid of it. Headed up by Baldwin again. And played up again. Drop back, up the sideline. Played to the middle.
6, 5, 4, 3.
Paul Mary's continuing to play until the very end. And that'll end it. 4-2. Upper St. Clair.
Upper St. Clair prevailing over Baldwin with a score of 4-2. Let's give it up for both teams, folks, for a hard-fought game.
Good and interesting, exciting soccer game. Baldwin with 2 second-half goals. Upper St. Clair with 2 second-half goals. So guys are shaking hands with each other and looking forward to playing each other maybe again in the playoffs. I think we get Char Valley, coming up. Not exactly sure who the next one is, but I think it might be Char Valley. In any case, check your schedule. Thank you for watching this game, and hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. Have a good night.